We want Rally for Rivers to succeed, not because it's our ambition, because it's our bloody survival. That may sound too grand, that this bunch of people are going to save the nation, but actually it's true. This is a massive endeavor, not just running the Rally for Rivers for a month. If we want to effectively make it happen in the next few years, this is a tremendous endeavor. We are not doing this to make a living. We are doing this because we think it's our fundamental responsibility for future generations. That's why we're doing this, no other reason.
I did my schooling from Hoshangabad, a very small town in Madhya Pradesh. I still cherish those moments when in Hoshangabad, near Narmada Ghat, we used to go, and down the river we used to have dip and play around and come back and see how beautifully the river is flowing. But now when I go back to the same place, if I see down from the bridge, I see that there's just no water in Narmada. And if there is, there's just patches of water. For me, it's really disheartening to see such river which was flowing to its zenith is now just no more.
When RFR was announced, I was here for the Guru Purnima Satsang, where Sadhguru asked us to form an India map, and we had to hold placards, and we created that huge wave, and that video went viral. And it was a lot of fun, but at that moment I couldn't really see how Sadhguru was planning to take it forward. It seemed like just an awareness campaign which had nothing more to it. But then later I understood that this was something that was very much needed right now. I love art, so I thought I wanted to do fine arts. But somewhere it was like, it's a very selfish thing that when something needs to happen, there are no committed youth who can give themselves totally and do it. So it always bothered me. But then now, after coming here, I think that was the right decision to make.
So it's been 7 months since we all come here. All my friends and relatives keep asking me as to what happened to their missed calls. Actually, a lot has happened. After submitting the draft policy recommendation, we've been getting an encouraging response from the central and state governments. Niti Aayog, the policy think tank of our nation, has sent out letters to all the states and has recommended the states to implement the policy. We have signed MOUs with 6 states. In collaboration with the Karnataka government, we are planting 250 million trees in the Kaveri catchment area. And also in collaboration with the Maharashtra government, we are planting 500 million trees to revive Godavari. We established a Rally for River board, which includes prominent people.
So we're divided into 6 different teams: Maharashtra, Karnataka, Punjab, Assam, Chhattisgarh and Gujarat. In each of these teams, we have different specific experts in areas like soil testing and research, geographic information systems, etc. And as we all know, in different areas, there are different kind of climatic conditions, different soil types, different soil terrains. Keeping all these conditions in mind, we are creating detailed project reports for each specific area.
Given the sheer scope and magnitude of our work that we'll be doing as a part of Rally for Rivers, it goes without saying that it requires a lot of energy and focus. So when we came here, we underwent a 21-day orientation program, where the objective was that we establish our way of being through yogic practices. These yogic practices are powerful techniques which we do daily, and that kind of sets the tone for the rest of our day. So after the orientation program, we started our Rally for Rivers training, wherein many experts from all across the country came to train us on the various aspects of agriculture, horticulture, agro-hortiforestry, let's say animal husbandry, soil and water conservation, and numerous other aspects in relation to river revitalization. Also, we got to learn about the various government administrative processes from an IS officer who came to train us on the various things that we'll be requiring when we start our work on the ground level. So as a part of our training, we have also had many field visits where we got to visit farms where farmers took to organic farming in a big way and have been economically very successful. So truth be told, I didn't expect that an organic farm can be this beautiful. You know, it looks not like a farm as we understand a farm where you will see, one kind of crop being grown. It was more like a beautiful forest where different kinds of trees, and on top of that, not only trees, it was like a whole sustainable ecology. There have been other aspects of horticulture that we learned from our stay with this farmer. We got to learn about beekeeping, we got to learn about livestock and the various other things which you require when you are growing a farm which is completely organically based. So lastly, we also got to visit the Tamil Nadu Agricultural University and the Forestry Institute in Coimbatore, where we got to learn about the various species of plants and trees, and that will help us in working in tandem with the farmers and helping them in modeling their organic farms.
So as we were getting settled into our individual departments, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Sadhguru announces that Rally for Rivers will be hosting the World Environment Day celebrations. We were thinking already there's so much work, how are we going to do it? And our RFR work itself was so huge that we really couldn't fathom how we take out time for WED. So a few people were chosen from Rally for Rivers, and we went into various aspects like public relations, scarecrow making and things like that. Some of our volunteers went up the Veliangiri mountains and cleaned the plastic that pilgrims generally tend to throw along the way. We made plastic scarecrows and made models that could be used all over the country, and people themselves made it, and this was an effort to raise awareness against the use of single-use plastic. So something like WED is a clear example that we don't really know, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, maybe tomorrow or day after. But no matter what comes, we just take it up with the same level of enthusiasm, and everything just ends up well at the end of it.
So we're looking to create a model village. So we want to create an ambience and a sense of well-being within a village, so that people don't have to leave their homeland and move somewhere else looking for these basic requirements. And what we're doing currently is taking a look at the villages in and around Tamil Nadu to see what are the aspects that are needed to create this model village, and then create a template out of this. The other idea is to create an opportunity for women, especially from self-help groups, to work with saplings and produce quality planting material which can be used in what Rally for Rivers wants to create, which is horticulture-based agriculture. By creating nurseries in the self-help group women, they will also be able to have an additional income for themselves. The other thing that Rally for Rivers is keen on bringing about is micro-irrigation and the way it is practiced in India today. So we now want to look at the amount of water that is being used in general, which is the highest by agricultural communities. But secondly also, is this much water needed? You know, we don't need this much water. So now we want to go back to looking at this and taking micro-irrigation to the farming community and showing them the benefits of this method of irrigation versus the currently very popular flood irrigation.
We came here as strangers, but now in a very short amount of time, it's almost like a family. We get along so well, and it's almost like going back to school. For example, one day it rained and our grounds filled up with the water. You should have seen that day. Everybody was running around, throwing people in the water. It was a lot of fun. Like this, many instances happen. Wherever there is an opportunity to have fun, we have fun. We squeeze the fun out of that moment. So it's not like everybody is dead serious or like just focused on their work. It's a beautiful blend of seriousness and playfulness, and it's worthwhile doing.
अरे गाली के अंदर से निकाले दवा चुटकी में सुअर को बना दे